Well, good morning, and welcome once again to our sort of lockdown lowdown from Tuesday, the 16th of June. You know, I read a story yesterday that really disturbed me. Indeed, I found it to be utterly shocking. This is what sparked my interest. It seems that on Sunday, 9 cows on a farm in Ireland were struck down dead by lightning. Yep, the cattle were caught up in torrential weather in a place called Dunlicky in County Clare on Ireland's west coast. And according to Irish media reports, passers-by who were out enjoying the countryside saw the cows on the Dunlicky Road Cliff Drive with their, and I quote here, legs in the air after several claps of thunder. Now, I know what many of you are thinking. Yep, if I was there, I would have immediately reached for the barbecue sauce and a bun. I guess that the burgers would be well done on the Emerald Isle on that particular day. But anyhow, this electrifying story energised me. It gave me a jolt, and it made me think about how suddenly things can change and turn around. Not only for 9 bonny bovines minding their own business in a field, but how quickly plans and circumstances can be drastically altered by a bolt from the blue for people, for you and I, perhaps. Now, in his letter in the New Testament, James, the brother of our Lord, talks about how changeable and unpredictable life is, and how often making meticulous plans can fall short when one fails to take God and His sovereignty into account. In chapter 4, verse 13, he writes, "Look here, you who say, today or tomorrow we are going to a certain town and will stay there a year. We will do business there and make a profit. How do you know what your life will be like tomorrow? Your life is like the morning fog. It's here a little while and then it's gone. What you ought to say is, if the Lord wants us to, we will live and do this or that. Otherwise, you are boasting about your own pretentious plans, and all such boasting is evil." Folks, James is warning here about the arrogance of imagining that we have total control and domain over the events of our own lives. Over the next few verses, James goes on to point out that true humility, understanding who we are and who God is, means recognizing our limitations. We really don't know everything about the future. Events can catch us unprepared and can shock us to the core. Friends, even our best planning is still ultimately very much subject to God's will. So the problem our Lord's brother is addressing here is not the making of plans. James doesn't go on and say that, all planning is sinful or foolish. He's not saying that at all. But the issue for James, by using this example, is to expose the ridiculous nature of an attitude of utter self-reliance. Remember, he says, tomorrow I'll do this or I'll do that in verse 16. James's point is that to make such a statement out of confidence in one's own ability and without humility is unwise. He's correcting and warning us against the arrogance of planning for our own success without acknowledging that we are all dependent on God. Folks, we don't know the future. We barely even are accurate about the next 24 hours. Our lives are short and fragile, and we should always make plans with the awareness that they can only succeed if God allows them to. Any other attitude is short-sighted. Well, have a wonderful day today, and I shall see you tomorrow.